Hello, I'm Lucy Baldwin. Welcome to Hot Seat. All right. Welcome, Angelia, to the Hot Seat.
Thank you.
My first question for you is, do you give me consent to record and post this on the internet?
Yes.
Fantastic. Angelia, what have you been seeking in your life lately?
Um, Confidence.
What does confidence look like to you?
Confidence looks like dissolving my ego so that my true self can stand out or live, have a life.
Do you feel like your true self doesn't have a life right now?
My true self has been very censored for a long time. This is the first time I'm actually revealing my true self to the world.
What is your true self's deep message that you're trying to say?
My true self's deep message is about love. It's about self love and it's about unconditional love. It's about radical approval for people around me. It's about learning to love myself and each other better or more.
Have you been doing that, Angelia?
Yeah, I actually have.
How does that feel?
It feels like a bolt of lightning through my body. It feels like so powerful.
Give me one example of how you've been doing embodying this message.
I have been staying true to myself in setting boundaries and upholding them without guilt.
What does it feel like to act without guilt?
It feels very whorish.
Do you like being whorish?
Yes, fuck yes.
And what's your favorite part of being whorish?
It's it's a return to the truth of who I am and my own power, and it's an unleashing of my inner power like never before, and that feels so good.
What's the whoriest thing you want to do right now?
Drain all my assets and spend all my money on whatever I want.
What's the first thing you would buy?
I want to buy just totally frivolous, purebred Persian cat, and I want to buy a latex dress as soon as possible.
Fuck yes. What are you going to wear your latex dress to?
I have a good friend who is a retired photography professor, and he is offering to do a photo shoot with me for whatever I want, whatever I need. And so I'm going to do the latex dress and do a photo session with my submissive and market it, use it for marketing.
Who are you going to market it to?
Other submissives who are willing to pay me money for my services.
How much money do you want?
I want millions of dollars.
What are you going to do to get it?
Sell myself.
Angelia, what would you say to somebody who wanted to judge you for that?
I would, I would, the whorishness that I've shied away from all my life is very puritanical. And there's never been a more liberated time for myself in dissolving those puritanical ideas. So we have to embrace the whorishness in order to honor our true selves. And it's very much about the feminine um, archetype or power, or embodying a very powerful feminine deities. It's been necessary to embrace, and the whorishness actually requires to be examined in itself. The definition, that's society's definition, that's sort of been a propaganda. It's been designed to limit women. It's been embedded through Christianity, and we need to understand a definition, new definition of what whorishness is, in order to integrate that. And whorishness now, to me, after dissolving all of that bullshit that I was taught my whole life about being a good girl and being behaved and being seen and not heard, like, now into doing away with all of that, and I've discovered a new definition of whorishness for myself. And really, what whorishness is just giving yourself what you want without apology. And that is definitely disruptive to the status quo in American society, and probably globally. So being uncomfortable with being comfortable with disrupting the status quo is important. And then also, I would encourage people to get a lot of support while they're going through this redefinition for themselves, and be with other women who understand what the sacred feminine or the whore is and is embodying it, to help with the transition.
Thank you so much, Angelia.
Thank you.
I feel like that is complete. So they've been actually fairly short. Like, I think they've mostly been around like 5 minutes, which is kind of what you expect because it's the hot seat, and it's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's not meant to be like a whole long, well, meandering conversation. It's like the hot seat.
Yeah.